Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to all. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Doctor for giving me a permission to do a video presentation because I am going to work trip, so I think I couldn't actually join my friends for the presentation. However, I hope that this will actually help you guys to learn a little bit more. So today I'm going to deliver about Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model. So in my content here, I will introduce you to the model, and then I will tell you about the followers' ability and types of followers according to the framework of the model. And then I'm going to describe about the leader's behavior and also leader's action. Later on, I will show you a video as for an example that reflect the leadership model. And last but not least, I will tell you about the strength and the weaknesses of this Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model. So without further ado, let's begin with the introduction. So this model is actually developed by Paul Hersey and also Kenneth Blanchard. And this model is also known as situational leadership model. So as the name that shows here, situational, so it shows that the leaders have to actually adopt and adapt different situation and condition with different skills of leadership. Alright, and this model is actually focuses on the ability and willingness of individual employees, as we know that different employees might have different competency and they might have different level of commitment or motivation. So this what make them different from each other. And next one, this model also suggests that leaders should adjust their leadership skill to those they lead, as I mentioned earlier. So this is all about situations, so leaders should actually adjust their leadership skill appropriately according to the situation or condition that they face. Alright, next, the model also proposes a leadership style that adapts the unique circumstances of each workplace, meaning to say here that the leader should also be aware about the environment of the workplace, with different types of employees, and what should they, what leadership skill that they should show, alright, at their organization or institution. Alright, this Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model is actually really good because it shows the results in progressions of leadership methods. So for the leaders, they can see their progress in their leadership application. And not only that, this model also can also improve employees' professional development. Alright, now let's move on. We are going to look at the types of followers, but before that we have to look at the followers' ability. So there are two types of followers' ability here that we must consider. First is about the task readiness. Is it their capacity, their ability of the followers to actually carry out the task efficiently that has been assigned to them. And the second one is the psychological readiness. Are they actually willing to do the responsibility that are given to them. Alright, so these two things that will determine the types of followers that we can see at the slide here. So we have D1, which is like the followers that unable but they are willing. So meaning to say that they don't have the high competency at the work, but they have high motivation. They want to do the work, but they don't have the skills. So this is what we call them as dependent followers. D2 is actually the followers that unable and also unwilling. So this is the worst type of workers or followers. So they demonstrate lack of commitment and also they have no competency at all. So this is what we call as compliant followers, D2. And next is D3. D3 are the followers that are able and also able, but they are unwilling. So they have the ability, they have the competency of doing the task of doing the work, but however they are less motivated, they don't give full commitment. So this is what we call as hesitant follower. And last but not least, D4 is the most excellent followers, as they are able and also they are willing to do the work. For example, they demonstrate the high competency at their work. They did their work excellently. they manage their work professionally, all right, and they also show commitment, full commitment, okay, and motivation in completing their work to achieve their goals. Alright, so these are all the different types of followers. Okay, in this Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model, we also have to look at the leader's behavior and leader's action. So this leader's behavior and leader's action are actually reflecting to the different types of followers just now. Alright, so the leader should know which particular types of action or leadership skills that they need to use to be compatible with the different types of followers just now. So in leaders' behavior, we have two different types. First one is directive behavior, whereby these leaders need to apply or adjust different leadership style. Okay, so it meets the needs, okay, of their subordinates or the followers. Alright, and the second one is the supportive behavior, whereby a leader put emphasis on building and maintaining a good relationship. So this is the keyword here, the relationship with the followers, by paying attention to their security, their safety, health, okay, and personal needs. Alright, so here we can see there are different types of leaders action or leadership skills. First is directing or telling, which is S1. Second, S2 is coaching or selling. The third one is S3, supporting or participating. And the fourth one is delegating. I will explain these leaders action or leadership skills better by using this diagram. Alright, as we can see here, alright, so S1, S2, S3, S4, as I mentioned earlier, right? Okay, so here S1, so these all types of leadership styles are actually compatible with different followers type. So S1 is compatible with D1, S2 is compatible to D2, S3 is compatible D3, and S4 is compatible with D4. Okay, why I said so? For example here, if you can see S1, S1, the leader shows high directive but low support, okay, behavior. So it is actually compatible with D1, whereby these followers, they have low competency. So it means that they need more direction, they need more instruction for the leaders. So the leaders use directing to give high directive behavior. And D1 is also whereby the followers have high commitment. So the leaders no need to give full or high support of behavior. All right, so they just can focus on the high directive. So they give instruction, they give guidance, okay, at the work. All right, so that these types of followers can improve themselves or can develop themselves better. All right, so the rest are also the same. If you can see, the S2 is coaching with high directive and high supportive behavior. It is compatible with D2, which I said earlier that these types of employee or followers is the worst of all, right? Because they are not competent and they also less motivated. Okay, so therefore the leaders need to give them more direction, more instruction, okay, more guidelines. All right, and they also need some support from the leaders as well. All right, so that they can feel motivated, okay, to change themselves for the better. Alright, and S3 is supporting, where the leaders, they don't actually give directive behavior that much, because this S3 is dealing with the D3 followers, whereby D3 followers, they have high competency but low motivation or low commitment. So these leaders, they actually give more support, okay, motivation, and words of encouragement, okay, would be really helpful for D3 to improve themselves. Alright, and last but not least is delegating. Delegating is S4, which have both low in directive and also supportive behavior, because the leaders know that they are dealing with D4 followers, which they have high competency and also high commitment. So leaders trust these D4 followers, as they give them the leaders give them freedom, okay, because they believe that these D4 can work on their own to achieve the goals of the organization. Alright, so this is basically all about the Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model. So whatever types of followers, the leaders should apply different types of leadership styles, okay, to match which the one that the most suitable. Alright, next, I'm going to show you a video. I would like you to actually analyze the video. Okay, look at the follower, what types of follower that is shown in the video, and analyze the leader. What types of leader? Is it S1, S2, S3, S4? Okay, so I will, let's watch this together.
Come on. Do you remember when we first met and went to that horrible part of town to buy those dreadful clothes? And I was a little bit scared, and you told me not to worry about it because you had my back. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And if anyone tried to get to me, you would have stopped them, right? And when you and SJ were in that car wreck, what did you do to the airbag?
Stopped it.
You stopped it. You stopped it. This team is your family, Michael. You have to protect them from those guys, okay? Listen. Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back, how you have his, okay? All right, Tony, go back. All right. Uncle Lumpy here is your tailback. When you look at him, you think of SJ and how you've never let anyone or anything hurt him. You understand me? All right, go back. Got it?
What about Collins and Mr. Two?
Fine, they can be on the team too. Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy. Then go have some fun. Sure.
Oh, sorry. Okay, now if we can actually like analyze the video just now. What do you think? What types of followers the green shirt player is showing, and what is the types of leader that the lady is showing in the video? Okay, so if you can tell the player, the one that is wearing green shirt, he knows exactly what he's supposed to do, but then he was quite reluctant to do it, right? Okay, so this is what we say as D3, right? Okay, so it has the ability, he has the competency in doing his work, but he is having some hesitant or less of commitment or motivation to do the work very well. Okay, so that's why the lady just now is playing the leadership style, supporting leadership style, because the lady is giving some motivation, okay, and guidance, okay, to the player. What can he do so that he can play his part very well and make sure that the team will achieve success in the game. Alright, so that's basically about it. So supporting S3 will actually suitable with the D3, okay, here. Alright, so that's about it. Now let's look at the strength and also the weaknesses of this model. First of all, this Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership model is very flexible. As we can see, the leaders can actually like apply different types of leadership styles according to their followers, okay, different types of followers. So it shows the flexibility. And the second one is individualized approach, meaning to say that the leaders can actually like determine what approach that he or she needs to use while dealing with their followers. And last but not least is also improve communication, as we can tell from the video just now. The lady is like spoke spoke very well, okay, towards the team, okay, and then that shows how the communication can be better by using this model. And however, we have also to look at the weaknesses of this model. First of all, this model is a bit complicated, for the assessment. We're not really sure if, everyone will be successful. The followers will change or develop better if we actually use this model, all right, because we don't really sure if this really works for everyone, all right. And more, it is time consuming, as we know that leaders, they have more work to do, and then having to look at their followers one by one. I think it is really time consuming and not really practical. And last but not least, I think that this model is also overlooking other factors, for example, like the culture of the people, the culture of the workplace. So it might not be compatible at all by using this model. Okay, all right, so I guess that's all from me. Thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum.